Morning everybody, it is April now and as you can probably hear the birds are singing. It's going to be a beautiful day today also they say, so we'll see. It's a bit cold at the moment so I've still got all my coats on. I'm actually just out because I'm looking after a neighbour's chicken while they're on holiday, so I've come over to give her some food. Actually she's having some medicine as well at the moment, so she's just eating that, so I'll show you her in a few minutes, but I'm just going to get her some food organised and give her some clean water. So basically she's having some medicine on a bit of scone which she has in a bowl before she comes out. She's a bit wary of me because she doesn't really know me very well. I don't look after her very often. Anyway, she's eating that, so I'm going to give her some corn and go and see the boys. So Fidget has been struggling a little bit with his breathing again, so he's having some Ventapulmin in his feed again twice a day. I didn't call the vet this time because I didn't feel that he needed an injection, and I had some Ventapulmin left from his November episode. I've got quite a bit left, so I felt really it wasn't very bad. I just thought he wasn't quite right, so I've decided to give him some Ventapulmin for a few days. So this is day 2, and hopefully he'll be feeling better. How's your breakfast, Chesney? Is it nice? You're throwing it on the floor again as usual. Hey. Hello, say hello. Hello. Is it nice? Looks very tasty to me. As soon as I get the camera out, Fidget gets a suspicious look on his face of what I'm going to do. Just can't get used to... Excuse me, that was Basil. So, I don't know if you can see from here, he's actually looking a bit better this morning. He's just flaring his nostrils a tiny little bit, really, but that's partly going to be because of the camera. And he's just, you can see him breathing a bit more than ideally I'd like, which is why I decided to give him the Ventapulmin. Really, he's molting. Are you molting? It's not so bad this morning, but when he comes in later, he'll be molting dreadfully. Right, he's having to wear his sweet itch rug now because it's that time, isn't it, Fidget? So we're going to get that on. There you go. Oh, don't knock it off the door, little monster. Piles of hair. Right, let's get your rug on. So this is Fidget in his rug. As you may be able to see, he's already, or within a day of going out, he wrecked his fly mask bit, so now he's got a big hole in the front. I think he catches it on the on parts of the hedge which is quite spiky. The hawthorn's quite, excuse Basil, God Basil, which is quite spiky and it just rips, and we've mended it a few times, but it's hopeless. I mean, the midges aren't too bad at the moment, but when they get bad they'll get in there and they'll go around his eyes, and then he scratches all his eyes, and don't you pop it. So we're going to have to sort it out, aren't we? But I don't think they sell the neck bits, the head and neck bits, separately from the main rug. Although, to be honest, you probably could do with a new rug because it's been mended a few times, and actually it's got some more holes in it. It's been mended here and here and here and here because Basil tries to windsuck on him, doesn't he? Which and I think sometimes he gets holes in, but it might not all be Basil. He might catch it on the hawthorn hedge as well. So anyway, so bless you. So it's nearly time to go out. We're just waiting for Chesney to finish his big dinner at breakfast, aren't we? And somebody else has just arrived to say hello. Hello Daisy, how are you? How are you this morning? You alright? What have you been up to overnight? Did you catch any mice? Did you catch any mice? Hey? Be good if you did. To keep the mice down. Hey? Off they go. The mud is starting to dry out now, but I still can't get a vehicle on it to level it out, so it's really bumpy and rocky and horrible over here by the gate at the moment. But there we are. Chesney's going to the water trough over there, and Fidget's eating, and Basil is at the water trough here. They're very funny horses. Chesney's right, better get on with the mucking out. So I've finished the mucking out. Basil's stable and all the others are all done. Pretty clean, fairly clean. Okay. Now I've just got to do the hay nets. So as usual with Basil, got to twirl them around to untie them. I think he does this just to make it difficult. It's all wound round the ring. Again. There we go. What's he done? There we go. Right. So I've just come down to take some photos that are for a blog I've got to go home and write this morning, which is going to be one of my schooling blogs that I do, but this one's going to be about jumping. So I want to take some photos of what I've been doing jumping wise with Basil, and our progress we've been making. So, oh, he's coming to say hello, look. Hello, Basil. We're showing them what we've been doing. Hey, what have we been doing? So last time we did jumping, which was 3 or 4 days ago, we've introduced basically with the way. Hello. You're interrupting me. I think you were interrupting me on what I'm trying to concentrate on. Hey? Hey? We're going to do some flat schooling later. Yeah, flat schooling. Hopefully the sun's going to come out because it's a bit gloomy at the moment. It's a bit gloomy, but they said the sun's going to come out later. Yeah, they did. So we'll do some schooling later. Oh, it's a hard life being Basil. And Chesney's, oh, now Chesney says, stop saying hello to me and say to him and say hello to me. Come and say hello to me. Come and say hello to me. Because I'm lovely too. Oh, Basil says, don't forget me. I'm here. Hello, Angel. Occasional Angel. Not always Angel. Sometimes Angel. And you're sometimes an angel. And you're sometimes an angel. Right, and Fidget does not care a jot. Right, so what have we been doing? Let's get the camera zoomed out. Right. We are working up to a double, so we've put a pole on the floor, one stride distance to the jump. We did that as a cross pole the first time, but actually, and I know it's still not a particularly big jump, but it's plenty big enough at the moment for us because we find my getaway, as they call it, from the jump is a bit variable and sometimes a bit speedy. So we're trying to work on the rhythm of that really, rather than do huge jumps. And also I'm a bit frightened of doing big jumps at the moment. So, although it's getting better with my lessons now, we are getting considerably bigger jumps, but we've got a lot more space there to on the landing side of the jumps, and the horses generally are a bit more sensible after the jumps than Basil is. So anyway, so it's one stride distance. Pole, so we started off trotting round, and then we trotted over the pole and trotted over the little cross pole, but we only did that once, I think, and then we quickly progressed to cantering, and he just does a little tiny little sort of canter over the pole, canter jump. It's more of a canter stride than a jump, but and then we get a lovely nice canter stride in and we jump the jump, and actually we met it really badly once. Dead pleased with him because he still went over the jump, which yeah, I was really pleased with him for doing that. Oh, now we're feeling a bit silly. Plan for the day, I think, after lunch is to come back down and, as I said, do some flat schooling with Basil. We might see if we can film some of that. We'll see what the sun's like, and then I am going to put some fertiliser on the field, or half of the field that I'm treating this year, so that's really exciting. Not sure what else, so I'll catch up with you later. Bye. So we've just finished our ride. The sun's right in my eyes. We'll see if any of the recording worked. I'm not sure. I think the battery went part the way through, and the sun's really bright. It's turned into a beautiful day. It's turned into a beautiful day, Basil. He said it would. So Basil needs got a bit hot because he's still got quite a lot of his winter coat. So we're going to give you a little bit of a wash. Just give you a bit of a wipe off. Look at all that hair. I just don't want you to get all nasty sweaty, do we? Right, other side. And then we'll give you, check you over later when we get you in, shall we? How's your mush? Is your mush a bit grubby? Mouse sponge for that, shouldn't we? Never mind. So I'm going to put him out again for a little while. I think they can go out without that. Chesney's out without his rug on. I took that off when I got here and got Basil in, so they can go out for a little while. So like I said, my plan, or something I need to do this afternoon, is to fertilise this section of the field that I've set aside to tackle this year. So I've put up, you probably can't see it, I've put up a temporary electric fence a few weeks ago to divide the field almost in half. And a couple of weeks ago I did one sort of fertiliser, which was fertiliser only needs doing once a year. So the stuff I've got to do today, I think I've got to do 4 lots every 6 weeks. So it might be 5 lots. So I'm going to be quite busy this year trying to get this field nice and nutrient rich again, I think. Should really have started doing this in March, but it was either wet or if it was dry I was working. So that's always the way it goes, isn't it? You have to do it when you can. So it is now April. I did do the other lot of fertiliser at the end of March, so I got that in the right month, but this one is a couple of weeks late. Anyway, this is the contraption that I invested in this year to help me spread the fertiliser, to get it even. It's quite good. It's not too hard work to push. Basically you just push it and it spins around and throws the fertiliser around. So that's exciting. And actually I'm looking now and I'm thinking actually the field looks quite good. It's obviously the grass is coming through anyway because of spring, but hopefully I'm going to have to be careful that it doesn't get too long and then I can't put the horses on it, although probably I can just move the fence a little bit at a time. Anyway, we better get along with spreading this fertiliser. So that's that done. It's quite probably got really red cheeks from pushing that around because it's quite hot as well. But I'm pleased I've got that done. That's so I've let the horses out into this little bit which is just behind the stables here, and where the arena is, to eat some of the grass, which is getting very long around the edge. And you think it's rather lovely, don't you? But actually, it's time to come in now for some tea. They always look so lovely without their rugs on in the sunshine. Do you look lovely with your rug off in the sunshine? Hey? Oh, the flies, the flies, the flies. Hey, the flies. Where's Fidget? Oh, there he is. There's Fidget. There's Fidget. What are you doing, monkey? Says, oh, that flipping camera. Not again, really? Says, there's no chance I'm coming in before the others, you know, Mum. No chance. It's not looking very hopeful for coming in for tea tonight. Is it? You're eating for all you're worth, aren't you? How well have you done down trimming this bit down here? Not too badly. Lots left. You'll have to do some more tomorrow, won't you? So they decided to come in the end. Did you decide to come in the end? So we're going to get rid of all these dried... Well, it's not really dried sweat because we washed the sweat off, isn't it? But anyway, where we washed you off with our trusty plastic curry comb. Hey, good boy. Let's check you under there. Right, that's that side done. And here. Gently on the top there. Good boy. So you can see really that actually Basil's quite a different colour. I think a lot of horses are really, but it's quite a different colour in the winter to in the summer, because this is more of his summer coat. He's quite a bright bay colour in the summer and he's quite dark in the winter. Still looks like but it feels fine, so it's not going to rub. I think it's just a watermark or something. Don't know. Anyway, it feels all soft, so it's not going to be a problem, is it, Monster? Eating his tea. Lovely. So, last night, he was a tiny bit, he wasn't sweaty, but I think he was a little bit warm in his rug. And I think tonight the temperature is going to be similar, at least I hope so. It's very difficult to tell. So we have downgraded him a rug again. And he's now going to be wearing, or tonight, may not last, going to be wearing his waffle rug. So I really hope he's going to be warm enough. It's a very tricky time of year, really. One day it's hot and one day it's cold, and then one night it's hot and one night it's cold. At least in the day there's more opportunity to sort of change the situation, but unless I'm at work all day. But at night it's more tricky to sort of change, because usually I'm asleep when it goes really cold. But he's holding enough weight, I think, now that I'm not gonna, you know, I think he's got enough weight that he won't be hugely cold if it does drop a little bit, and it's not going to drop that much, I hope. So fingers crossed he's going to be warm enough. I think we will do the same with Chesney and downgrade his rug as well. So I've just given Fidget a little brush, which I try and do after I've taken his Sweet Itch rug off, because it's a bit hard on him really, because he's now got a rug on in the day when he's in the field, so he can't roll to get rid of all his hair. So try and give him a helping hand a bit. Look what we got, just from a quick brush. Lucky pup, lucky pup. Good boy, you do look funny with your short mane and forelock, don't you? Do you look funny with your short mane and forelock? Oh, go away with that camera. Anyway, you're looking a bit better, so I'm quite pleased we did the Vanderpulmin in time to make a difference, didn't we? Time for polos. Polos and bedtime. So I'm going to finish the vlog there for today. I have got to go and shut the chicken up later on this evening, but I won't be able to video that because it'll be dark. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing the horses again today, and I'll see you again soon, guys. Bye.